Hello. Hello, my YouTube friends and family. How are you all? I am a few minutes early, so I'm just going to hang out and have some tea while we're waiting a little bit. Hello, hello. Hang in there with me. We'll be going live in about 2 minutes. Give people a chance to come on. Hi, Paige. Hi, Judy. Having a little tea. Which is hitting the spot right now, actually. Hi, Kathleen. Welcome. How are you doing? You have your coffee? Yeah, I can't do coffee. Hi, Philomena. Can't do coffee at this hour. Decaf maybe, or unless I have to stay up all night or something. But that's not going to be me tonight. Hi, Renee. Welcome. Glad you could join us. So Tuesday nights, you know, how I'm doing this is Tuesday night I'm using things out of the annual catalog. And Friday late afternoons at 4, I'm doing things out of the mini catalog, the August to December mini catalog. That's kind of my plan. Although I expect that as we get further into, you know, closer to like October, November, December, I might end up starting to mix the two together. So we'll see what happens. But right now, that's my plans. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. I'm sorry, Kathleen. Today was I didn't want to get dressed day, so I'm in a night shirt with night pants underneath. Shh. So yeah, I don't turn the camera on myself. Oh, it's awfully dark here, huh? I ought to shed some light on the picture. There we go. That's actually like glaring me in the eye though. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock, so I guess we'll get started. Did I miss anybody? I hope not. Okay, so first off, through July, might only be through the 30th because I have to watch. Host codes are only valid for 30 days, and then Stampin' Up! Can cancel them if we don't close them out, because they were originally set up for people to have like home parties and stuff, and there's really not much need to leave them open for more than 30 days. Now, they tend to give us a little bit of grace, but I never want to risk it beyond a day or two. Okay, Kathleen, that would be awesome. So anyway, this is the July host code. So thank you to those who have ordered in July. Remember, it's bonus days still through the 31st. So for every $50 that you buy, you get a $5 off coupon that you use in August. You have to use it in August. And Kathleen, just remind me about that as we get closer so I don't forget, okay? I'd appreciate that. Anyway, you get them by email. So for those of you who have placed orders, make sure you got your email with your bonus codes in them and that they didn't go to junk mail, because there have been some people having issues with that. I have not. And if you did not get them, then be sure to call customer service at 1-800-STAMP-UP, okay? And they'll help you with that. So that expires, though. You can only earn those through July 31st, but then you have to use them between August 4th and August 31st. Oh, I think you're right, Judy. I'm not sure she confirmed that, though, but yeah, I'll check with her. And then, well, I can have two if you have different audiences. It's not a problem. I can run two parties at the same time. But I don't want to take away from one to the other if it's the same people. That's the only thing. Okay, Paper Pumpkin. You know, I had someone make a comment to me that they were more of an advanced stamper and they didn't think paper pumpkin was for them. Well, I'm not a beginner stamper anymore, and I really love getting paper pumpkin because it opens my eyes to other ideas that I would never think of. Like this month definitely did. It was I'm in a little bit of a creative slump. I'll just say that, but it it stretches me a little bit in areas that I wouldn't think I would like to do something, and I sometimes I do my best with the ones I think I'm not going to. Right, exactly, Paige. They challenge you. And sometimes, like I was saying, my best pieces of work are from kits that I thought I would not like, and I end up loving them. So, okay, Kathleen. Well, the mini catalog goes August through the end of December, like, till January 2nd or something like that. So there's time, but I'll definitely let you know. So yeah, I really enjoy the paper pumpkin. So the one in August, which you have to sign up for by August 10th, if you're interested, is to make 9 cards and envelopes. It's going to be a set of distinctive stamps, and it's meant to celebrate. It says world's greatest. It's meant to celebrate the people that mean the most to you in the world. And they did say it could be used for masculine, but it's not just masculine. It has bumblebee, gold, mint macaron, and Pacific Point, soft suede, and white. And I like all those colors, so I'm going to see what we have. Soft suede is becoming a new favorite of mine. Anyway, and if you really love Stampin' Up, talk to me about joining my team, and you can get a discount. But do talk to me first and make sure you understand fully what you're getting into. I'd be happy to talk to you. I have a small little team, but we're here. And we'll see how it goes. So anyway, and I do try and send little gifties and stuff once in a while to the team. And here's a picture of this is the catalog. Some of you are telling me you've gotten yours. One person just told me today they finally got theirs. So hopefully you're all that had made purchases between January and June. Hopefully you're getting yours. And if anybody did not get one and thinks they would like one, drop me an email at dahliadesigns57@gmail.com. It's in the description of all my videos down below, and I will get one out to you. And if you need an annual, I don't think I have any more annuals left, so I'll have to order some before I could send you one, but I can definitely send you the holiday one, as long as I don't get like 20 people asking. Okay, so the first, I have 4 cards, I think. I'm going to reiterate, my creativity was not that great today, so forgive me. This is not my best week, okay? But the first 2 cards are going to use these 2, I have to move this light, stamp sets, focusing on this, but I needed sentiments, so I pulled them from Lovely You, and we will use the coordinating Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch to go with the sentiments from this. And of course, for this one, we're going to use the small bloom punch as well. So with that, I think I have all the stamps out, so let me just move these out of the way. The first 2 cards I struggled with, I'll just say it. Oh, thank you, Philomena. Right, Paige. You can make it as is and have fun with it. And actually, sometimes that sparks an idea, and then there you go, So this is the first card. I used the Designer Series paper for the new In Colors in the Cinnamon Cider color, 2020 to 2022 In Colors. And I used the one that is wood grain, and on the other side has some kind of script. But I turned the wood grain so the grains are going this way, which would make the words go wonky on the other side, but that's okay. So there, you can probably see that. Looks like it goes right there almost. Not quite, but so I used that. I used thick Whisper White as a card base. A piece of regular Whisper White, which I believe is 3 inches by 5. pretty sure. Let me just see something because I have my pieces pre-cut. This is too small. All right, hang on. I was looking before I came on. I thought that doesn't look right. Sure enough, it's not. I think this was a scrap to stamp on because we need to make some more flowers. So let me measure this and cut it. Yeah, I love the basket. Now the basket is stamped and fussy cut. Yeah, this is 3 inches by 5. I was right about this one, but the other one is too small. So let me bring my trimmer in and cut this to 3 inches. And now we have a strip. Ooh, look at that. We have a strip to use for our sentiment. And it's already at 5. Okay. Okay, so this is a scrap. So now we need to do some stamping. Now I do have a basket already stamped, but maybe we'll, because I had to fussy cut it out, and I have 2 flowers already done, but that's all. So we need to do the rest, and we need to do the stamping on here. So I might need that other scrap just to do this. All right, let's get flowers, flowers, flowers. And these are Bumblebee and Magenta Madness. This one actually is Flirty Flamingo, but I'm not going to use that tonight. I'm going to use Magenta Madness, which I already have those 2. So let's stamp a couple Magenta Madness and Bumblebee. Hi, Max. Yeah, this one I stamped in cinnamon cider on cinnamon cider. Now I did another one. Let me show you that actually. And we may end up having to use it. I did another one in Whisper White with crumb cake, but I'm using that as a mask to stamp this greenery and stuff. So you'll see in this set, and I have another one here that's on crumb cake with crumb cake. I also did the vase, which we'll see on the next card, and we already used the flower pot in a previous week. So I'm just trying to use the things we hadn't used yet, and then we won't use that again for a while probably. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm not a good fussy cutter either, Kathleen. I don't know why your comment got flagged. I had to approve it. That's weird. I'm just going to do 2 of those and 2 Bumblebee, and then we have to stamp some on the Bumblebee paper as well. Let me clean that. And there's 2 different designs in this set. Let's see, I'll do the Bumblebee and the other design, I think, unless I just did that wrong. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell. One is more like lines, and the other one's almost like leopard print dots or something. It's a different pattern. I usually like to have one of each in each color, so let's try and do that. And then I'm going to do another one in Magenta Madness in that other pattern. And then put the Magenta Madness away. I love these colors. The new in colors I'm really enjoying. Hi, Lori Seabrook. How are you doing today? Yay, wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so we're going to do, this is scrap paper, and we're going to do some more on Bumblebee. Just a couple. I normally would try and have these all done, but yeah, I didn't. Oh, thank you all so much for joining me. I so appreciate it. I really do. Keeps making me want to come back. Now, I did find with this punch, you have to be sort of close to the edge. Not super close because you want to have enough room to punch your design, and then just center the petals in there as best you can and give it a whirl. It punches really easy also, just so you know. Some punches are real stiff. This is not. This is not a stiff punch. At least mine is not. I don't know if there's some, you know, if you have a really stiff small bloom punch, I would inquire about it because mine is not. That's all I'm saying. I didn't quite get that one centered. You see, I have a lot of white around some of it. Oops. I'll try and do better, I promise. Oh my goodness. I'm going to look in the camera and see how that looks. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yes, Lori makes beautiful flowers and has some for sale right now. Paper flowers, and she crochets and does all kinds of creative things. She's very talented. In fact, she was the first person I watched to learn how to make any kind of flower. So, paper flower. I mean, I can't crochet. I won't even, at my age, I'm not going to take up another hobby at this point, or another business either. And definitely not crochet. Or knitting. Knitting I could maybe handle, but yeah. I have enough on my plate. You're welcome. Okay, wonderful. Yay. Donna, she means Donna Jackson, by the way, guys. Who does still have her internet. So anybody that helped her with her destashes or otherwise, thank you so much. It was very kind. And she did a thank you video. I think that was yesterday. I can't remember if it was yesterday or this morning. I am losing track of time. She does amazing flowers. A lot of people do, but like I said, Lori is the first one that I've ever seen making gorgeous flowers. And so many different kinds too. Anyway, mine are very basic. And mine lately are Stampin' Up! Or store-bought. I still have two totes full of store-bought flowers. Okay, so let me see. I said I had, oh, I already had those two. Okay, so next we have to stamp. We have to stamp. I'm going to get the basket, this mask. The mask is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to put it up just about 3/4 of an inch or an inch, maybe. And then we're going to bring in some greenery. And I'm going to use these little leaves and this little leaf. Now, I watched somebody else after I made mine, and they just put a little pencil mark here. But I'm just going to use the mask instead. But I'm not happy with how it's popping up, so hang on. Okay, I thought I had another leaf out, but I think, yeah, this one. And I'm also going to get a scrap piece of paper up here. This one, I think, is closer to an inch. Not even. It's about 7/8 of an inch, about, roughly. It's tiny. So I'm not layering them. I mean, I'm layering them on top of each other, but I'm not actually even turning them into, you know, regular flower. I'm actually going to go like this because I think this stem is long and I want it to go up, but I don't want to go down on the bottom part of the paper. That's awesome, Kathleen. Thanks. Okay. Now there's, I mean, Stampin' Up! Right now has other flowers. Oops, big one first, Deb. The other thing I'm going to do is just kind of not get the whole stem. And we'll just put this like here. I think I used a different one the first time. This is just jade. I don't know if I said that or not. And I didn't push, and I don't have it on a mat. Sorry for my head in view. Okay, starting over. Bad start already. Where's my piercing mat? Get your mat. Ooh, sorry. I just hit the camera too. I am off my game today for sure. I am not on game. But we're going to survive. It's just a YouTube live, right? With good people. By the way, I wasn't going to tell you guys this, but I have another order coming tomorrow. I do. And it's a combination of stocking up and holiday and annual. So let's see how that did. Yay! I'm going to do another one of those over this way. The stems are going to be pretty much covered up by the flowers, so I'm not too worried about them looking kind of wonky sticking out there. And now I'm going to bring in this littler one that has 3 on it. And just kind of, let's go this way first. Have them down a little lower. Maybe here. And I think that's going to be enough, actually. And we're going to color them in. If I need to tuck another one in, actually we will do another one. Different style. There's a couple individual leaves, and I'm going to use this one. I don't know, you'll see. And then we'll color them in with Just Jade too. And I'm going to put them right over top some of these, just out a little bit, which is going to really look a hot mess. But, oh well. And maybe one right here in the middle. And I hope it doesn't turn out a hot mess at the end. Do an unboxing. Well, I've already done 2 because I've had 2 already for the holiday, the mini catalog. I keep wanting to call it the holiday catalog. All right, I'm going to bring in Just Jade, and I'm going to do some of them in dark and some in light, but I'm not going to do any shading or anything. So we'll see how it goes. They're going to be like overlaying each other and stuff. And I'm using actually the brush tip because actually it has a finer tip than the nib end. But I might change to the nib just for control, because the brush is a brush. Anyway. It would be pretty with the flowers covering up the stems, and just a peek out of the flowers. I mean, a peek out of the leaves. Oops, I wanted to use dark on that one. Oh well, I'll go over it. So why am I even coloring these? I should probably just color these top and side ones. I feel like I don't need the dark because it already is darker just from the ink from the pad, and we really don't need a lot of shading on this. I mean, this is a simple design. Okay, we'll go over here and do these overlapping ones. See, now we have to put flowers there to cover them up, so it's not such a hot mess. All right, let me get the dark to do these ones at the bottom. I may finish up the other ones too, because some of it might peek through the flowers. You never know. Depends on how I put them. This is Just Jade Dark. The other one was Just Jade Light. I think I might have only gotten one or two, I think two or three actually, more things out of the mini. And then I got 2 or 3 more things out of the annual. And then I got a lot of supply stuff, like Whisper White cardstock, and because I seem to go through that pretty fast. And a couple other things I hadn't gotten, like supply-wise. So I definitely have my bonus coupons ready, though. I'm trying to decide whether I should bother getting the big die cutting machine, since I had to run out and buy a different one, or not. I'm going to go ahead while I'm at this and get light smoky slate, and that's going to be, oops, oh look, there's the other piece. That's going to be to make this look like it's sitting on a table or something, you know. So I'm going to do it with the mask copy here, because I don't want to accidentally get it on the other one. There, I'll just take the mask off now, since I know where to go approximately. And this doesn't have to be perfect either. I'm not real good at you know, making stuff look dimensional, but I'm learning. Learning from the experts. And I'm putting my mask back in my stamp case so I have it for another time. Okay, let's start to get our card sort of together, and then we'll assemble. Oh wait, we have one more stamping to do. Well, let's wait and do that after we get the rest of this together. I'm doing great. Which the alcohol markers, you mean? They come in a set of 2, a light and dark, and they're $9 for the set. They used to sell them individually, but they don't anymore. So it's, you order it by the color, like this is just jade, and then you'll get a light and a dark, and that makes it easy for blending. Like this one is smoky slate, and here's the dark. So yeah, the only one that doesn't come in a light and dark is, but they come as a set, is bronze and ivory. They come as a duo also. Yeah, I really like them. Some people, you know, they're like, I'll compare them to Copics, but they're probably not like Copics. Hi, Therese. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is the card we're making, trying to. We're getting there. We just stamped a hot mess, which is going to turn into something really pretty. This is the In Color 2020 to 2022 Designer Series paper. I have to tell you, it is hot in here. I have the air conditioner turned down to 70, I mean up to 75, because it was like getting cold the other day, but now I'm actually really hot. I think the lights make it hotter though too. Okay, and then this has to go right about here. So this is an A2 thick Whisper White. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and this is 5 by 3. Okay, and we're just going to put that like a 1/4 inch in from the edge. I don't know, I just wanted to see more of the wood grain. So if you don't have embossing folders, or you don't feel like using them, which is where I was at today, you can use your textured looking designer papers, and we have quite a number of them. We're going to be using some other ones later. All right, so let's get our basket in here and bump it up on dimensionals. And I'm going to use 2 big ones in towards the middle and 2 minis over towards the edges, but I don't want them right at the edge because we're going to tuck some flowers under and over and stuff like that. Okay, there we go. Now I thought another thing you could do, now this stamp set does not have any coordinating dies, which is why I had to fussy cut. Well, you'll see. You'd have to fussy cut these leaves to use them, basically. Trying to get that where that was before. And now we just have to figure out our flowers. So on the other one, I had like a yellow one hanging off here. And these, what I did is I used mini dimensionals at the bottom, and then I put large ones on. The higher up we got, that needed stability, more stability. Excuse me a second. Okay. Oh, I guess it doesn't like the word cutting because Philomena got flagged too. Well, no, these aren't fussy cut, but the next card you'll see I did do some fussy cutting. This is punching. This is punching. Probably doesn't like me saying that either. Oh my goodness. Am I in frame? Yeah, sort of. All right, so I'm going to tuck that one under the handle, but oops. And under this guy a little bit. There we go. Just have him hanging out like that. And then we need another yellow one, but a yellow this kind. Let me get the other. I might need another magenta. Uh-oh. Oops. I'm going to put a few dots on these too. What really helps? We've gotten better with your fun. Oh, no, I'm beyond that stage, fortunately. I guess. It's not that. It's just that I'm in the upstairs, which only has one air vent. So I have a window AC on, but it's actually in the other half room facing towards me. But yeah, no, that's not it. It's just hot. Okay, I don't know if I want all of them sticking out, but I guess I should have that one sticking out. I'm using minis on these in case I need to twist and turn them and stuff. And also because I have to tuck other ones in up above. So that's those, and then we'll use one of these. And I'm going to use a big one on these, actually. I think. Put it over here. And the yellow one without, well, the part that got sort of too much white on it, I'm going to try and tuck some of that under. Oops. Maybe. Maybe not. I guess that's good enough. All right, and then let's see. We'll use this one. Yeah, I think I need another regular magenta paper one. So we might have to stamp and punch. And this one's just going to get tucked all the way under. Like that. And we'll put this one up. Well, maybe we don't need it. We'll see. I have more wider greens this time, I think. Put that one right there. I feel like I need something over there. All right, we're going to do it a little different. I'm thinking, oh, I need another pink one maybe up here. All right, let me get my pink back. Not the pink with white, the pink. Sorry, Donna. Oh, hi, Donna. Oh. Well, I have AC. It doesn't. I need to turn it back down to, I'm being cheap because my electric bill doubled last month. Anyway. All right, I'm going to use this stamp, Magenta Madness. And I just really need one. Sometimes I punch more than I need, but I didn't quite have enough. And what do I do with my punch? Punch, here it is. I don't know. It just held your comment for a review, and I reviewed it, and it looked fine to me, but it had the word fussy cutting in it, and that's the only thing I saw that was weird about it, so I approved it. That's why I said I think YouTube's not liking the word cut or cutting. I don't know. Okay, there's our other flower. Who said hi? Hi, Linda Kaufman. Welcome. Yay. How are you doing? All right, so I'm putting one dimensional on that one. And he's going to go right next to that yellow one tucked in there. So instead of having a pyramid, we'll have a couple. Maybe. If I can get them to look right. There, we'll do it like that. Pretty, 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 right? All right, so let's stamp our sentiment now, and then we're going to use the what do you call it? Pick a label, Lovely Labels, Pick a Punch, and that's on 3/4 inch strip of paper. We're going to use the Wildly Grateful from the Lovely You stamp set that looks like this. It has a lot of nice sentiments which all fit with the Lovely Labels punch, which have slots for 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch on 2 different designs. One's sort of a flatter one and one's more decorative. I'm using the flatter one tonight, actually, on this card. Alrighty, so I need cinnamon cider. Thank you, Therese. Thank you, Lori. Just resting after dinner. Aw. No, you can buy them as a bundle, which either comes with a punch or a die. Not all stamp sets are bundled, or you can just get the stamp set and not bundle it. But when you buy it as a bundle, if it is available as a bundle with dies or punches, then you save 10%. So like if you bought the stamp set now just by itself, and then later you decided you wanted the dies or punch or whatever to go with it, then you would end up paying a little bit more because it wouldn't have the discount. But they're definitely available that way. It's a little crooked. I'm not happy. I did it perfectly straight when I did this earlier. It happens every time, right? Get my head in the way here. Much better, I think. I don't know. I'm going with it. I love punches myself, but excuse me, but I love it all. So, you know, I love the paper too. I'm a paperaholic, you know, but anyway, hang on. My voice all of a sudden decided to go wacky on me. All right, so this is item code 152883 if you're interested in just the punch. And it and I will tell you there's another one. If you have the catalog, you've seen it. And I actually might have showed it on something too. See, this is cut exactly at 3/4. It fits nicely in the slot. So it's up here on the flat side. But you know what? This is actually too long. I need to cut it a little bit. Hang on. Sorry about that. I forgot. It'll still be perfectly good. I'm going to go about one more, right about there. I think I did that to make it long enough for me to hold on to, but okay. I got that in crooked. There we go. There we go. Hopefully Yeah, that'll work. Now, so we have to see, I need to cut about a 1/2 inch off this also. Bear with me. This is 1 inch by, I think I had it at 3.5. Yeah, I just need to cut a 1/2 inch off. This is not the best trimmer to do that, except that right where the metal ends is about 1/2 inch, so hopefully that'll work. Let me see. I might have made it too short. I should have just gone with it. Oh well. Let me try it. If not, I'll cut another piece. So this should be 1 inch. It's a little slightly bigger, apparently. Yeah. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, it went in crooked too. There we go. Let's see if I can get that to fit. No! Do a little more off this one. Hi, Brandy. You're welcome, Lori. All right, let's try that now. I think we'll go with that. Or we'll just line them up at the edge instead of having it in like I did on the other one. Although, I don't know if I'll like that as much. Let me see. Yeah, that'll work. All right, that's what I'll do. Get these scraps off of here. Don't throw your extra little flowers away either. I keep mine in a little baggie and stick them in the stamp set. That way, next time I go to work on something, if I'm using that color, I have an extra flower. And then this goes up on dimensionals too. Excuse me. Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to just go down the middle. One over here and one in the middle. So Donna is still having a party starting August 4th. Oh, I wanted to mention something else about August 4th. The two things actually. First thing is, don't sign on if you're on the East Coast, don't sign on at midnight, like 12:01 a.m. on August 4th and expect to get into the holiday stuff, because it won't be available then. I forget. I can't remember if it's 3 a.m. or 7 a.m. I'll have to let you know closer to the 4th. So that's one thing. You can't sign in like in the middle of the night and expect to get in. They always have a time for them to change over to the new catalog stuff. You didn't what? I don't know. I missed something. Oh, virtual school thing. Huh. Anyway, and then the other thing is they're upgrading our web portal thing. You know, when you click on the link that takes you to my shop now, my web store, and then you hit shop now, that is being upgraded. And so the links might not immediately work and we have to adjust something. So if that happens to you, please just go to the website and search for me as your demonstrator until I can get that fixed. It will be fixed that day. And I hope I hope I can get in and have it fixed before the catalog goes live. I don't know why they decided to do it on the same day as the catalog launch, but yeah. What class? What kind of class? $3 a.m. next? Okay, thank you. So anyway, those are the two things. So 3 a.m. Mountain Time, though, which is, I think, 5 a.m. Eastern Time, just for reference, and probably 2 a.m. Pacific. Okay, on the inside, I just took a 1/2 inch strip, 1/2 inch by 5 1/4 inch of the designer paper and put it in, and that, oh, nope, we need our bow. We almost forgot our bow. Okay. This is Just Jade. It's one of the in color, what is it, 1/4 inch? Just says 1/4 inch ribbon. It's very soft and nice. I haven't used it a whole lot yet, but I'm going to do the bunny ear way. Virtual what? Oh, for classes. But what? Your sister's a teacher. I think they're going to be doing virtual still here too. I just read Philadelphia is doing only virtual. So I'm assuming they will out here too. In the burbs, I don't like that. I don't know. My daughter's children are going to Catholic school. I'm not Catholic, but they're raising them Catholic because her husband is. And it's something they promised his mother before she passed away a while back. Anyway, I'm okay with it. The school is good, and I've been to many events there. Anyway, I digress. And I have nothing against, Anyway, no, I just said anyway 3 times in a row. Where was I going with that? Oh, last year. They're really good. They have it down. At least they did this past school year when they had to do stuff. They have set time frames where each of the kids have to get online with their teacher. And they stagger it, like each grade is different, at least in the elementary to middle school. And then the high school also had set times and stuff. It was a little, stricter for them, but okay, I got it looking okay now. I'm going to cut, I wasted a little ribbon here, but oh well. Just trying to cut it shorter now. And then pull these a little shorter again. I think cut that a little shorter again, and then we're going to stick that right here. Okay, let me get the ribbon out of the way. Oh. Yeah, that will be interesting. My grandchildren are, oh gosh, Courtney is going to turn 16 in like a couple weeks here. And she will be going into, I believe, 11th grade. And Haley is 7 and going on, 20 or something. And she is, I forget what grade she's in. I guess, I don't know. I think 3rd maybe. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I forgot that. Sometimes my brain doesn't work. There we go. Now the card is done. Whew. Finally. Yeah, at least you get to learn with them, right? Oh, good. Thank you, Lori. Well, we have another one with flowers, but I can't show it to you because it's not really done. So let me set this one aside. It's also using this set. And I have my pieces here. I kept them all together. Let me get rid of this ribbon. Okay, so these are from the Flowers for Every Season, Memories and More envelopes, cards and envelopes. It doesn't come with the Memories and More cards, which, by the way, Memories and More cards and envelopes, I'm sorry, Memories and More cards are like Project Life cards, only they're Stampin' Up's brand. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I tried learning how to drive a stick. But anyway, I'm using a piece of the Flowers for Every Season, Occasion, whatever it's called. Designer Series paper. I really wanted to use this, but it didn't go with what I was making. I'm just using the polka dots because it's sort of the opposite of what's in the envelope. And I'm just going to glue that down and cover that up. So this is like a, it's not a 5x7, it's a 4 1/4 by 6, I want to say. yeah, 4¼ by 6¼ so it's like it's sized to fit large memories and more cards and or small. That's why they have this here for the 3x4s. Okay, glue, come on, there we go. I say this glue better not be running out already. I just opened it the other day. Oh yeah, the paper is really pretty. If you haven't seen that, that's in the annual catalog, because everything I'm doing tonight is annual catalog stuff and not Christmas. And so just so there's not confusion, Tuesday nights I'll be doing mostly annual catalog. I'll say this again. And Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern, I do mostly the mini catalog now that we have the mini catalog. Okay. And I'm going to continue that through. I'll probably just keep that way, because then starting in January, there will be another different mini catalog. So we'll just keep going that way. Although I may, okay. Thank you, Lori. You can watch the replay if you have time. Thank you. Okay, so I already was stamping, but honestly, I'm not sure I like these reindeer ear looking things on here. And I have a whole bunch of flowers. Now these are a combination of fussy cut and punch. Okay. So we have to arrange, I think we'll leave it and we'll just have to arrange it together. But I have to show you the vase because we want to show you this technique, and we're going to make one together, and I'll just have to set it aside. So this is a paper vase. It's in Misty Moonlight, and we'll stamp one together. And then I colored it. I took the white color lifter. That's the only one you can buy separately. It's $4.50. And I took a little color out of the middle, and then I took my Wink of Stella over the whole thing and let it dry. And then I took Stampin' Up's fine tip glue pen and put it all over the bottle, fairly thick, and let it dry. So it would look shiny. And it had to dry for a good little while. So then I went on to cutting flowers and stuff. So I'll show you how I did that. Let me get a scrap. Scrap-a-doodle. Instead of just telling you, I should just do it. Do it, Deb. I'm going to say at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But it's real humid here. So in a humid thing, it might take 2. Real humid. I mean, it's pretty humid here too, but with the air on, it helps. Now, like I said, this stamp set does not have dies. And the only punch that goes with it is the small bloom punch. So anything else has to be fussy cut. But I will also say the basket is easy to fussy cut. The vase is pretty easy to fussy cut. And so is the flower pot. That's an easy thing. The flowers are a little more difficult, only because they're small. But hey, if I can do it, you can do it. And I even fussy cut a couple of the leaves. So there you have it. But we're going to just do this vase real quick. All right, so I'm pulling out. Oops, that's not the right color. I have to move where I have stuff because I'm getting confused. This is Light and Dark Misty Moonlight. Putting my Just Jade away. I'm going to put my Just Jade ink away too before I end up wearing it on my arm. Bye, Lori. Thank you. Do what next? Oh, just do it. Okay. I'm going to go around the edges with dark, and I'm going to use the brush tip again. You can tell where they said it was supposed to be shaded because they have lines there already. Right? I'm going to go ahead and do along the bottom, which will help me color in with the other one. Actually, it doesn't matter if I go out of line a little bit because I'm going to cut it out anyway eventually. But not with you on here because it'll be a while before it dries. But I did make 2 of them earlier today. Now I'm going to go ahead and just use the light and kind of circular motions along there, blend it in a little bit. And some people leave the center white to make it look round, but I have found I like using the color lifter better to do that. When it's a thin thing like this. If it's a wider thing, yeah, I'll try that too. Okay. Actually, I seem to be light right in there anyway. All right, so now I'm going to bring the color lifter in. I'm TV ready. They're not too bad. I mean, this is one of them. This is one of them. The leaves are pretty easy. I mean, this was probably the trickiest, and you really don't need to do those. And then this one has a little bit of pointy petals. I mean, they're really not that hard. You know, just don't have a huge piece of paper around what you're trying to fussy cut, and then it works fine. All right, so now I'm bringing in the color lifter, and I'm just going to kind of go along here and rub it a little bit. Maybe over here too. I don't know if that really does anything or not, but you know, it does to me. So make sure you clean your color lifter off after you use it on a color, because it will keep the color on there. And then just give that a minute. And then get your Wink of Stella. Now, one of them I kept it. I didn't use Wink of Stella. Where is it? Here it is. So I did another one. I didn't use Wink of Stella on it, and it stayed a little darker. I think I like it better with the Wink of Stella. I don't know, it just seems to add a little something to it. And I think it actually, using the Wink of Stella, lightened it in the middle there too. So let me know which one you think is better. So we'll just do the Wink of Stella. I like it because it makes it look shiny like a vase, however you call it, would be, right? I mean, to me, they're not, most of them are not matte unless they're like terracotta or something. But all the ones I have in my home are shiny. So now it's going to be shiny and glittery too. And I'm going to give that a second. You like both? Oh yeah, I did make the 2 earlier. Yep. Both of them. So this one's a little darker around the edges. I don't know. Almost doesn't seem like the same color with the Wink of Stella's lighter. I'm going to go with the lighter one tonight. But first I'll show you this. Fine tip glue, shaky shaky. The lid twists off, and it is a very, yeah, very fine tip. I thought I pulled the tip out. It has one of these that you have to insert to close it. Yeah, mine too. My favorite too, because it's blue. All right, let me make sure this Wink of Stella is dry though. All right, let's just do it. Now I'll start the skinny part. And maybe we'll check it when we're done. If I remember, when we're done tonight, I'll check how dry it is. How's that? And then just kind of drag it down. I did check it a couple times for air bubbles and stuff, and just pulled them out like. So I personally don't use this glue for much other than making things look shiny. It is a fine tip, so you should be able to use it in those tight spots, but you know, at first when I was using it, it didn't come out good, and now it comes out good, like too fast. But I don't know. I'm just used to my other glue for little stuff like that, but I do love it for doing this kind of thing. In fact, I ordered another bottle, I believe, because this will look really good with the jars too. You know, the flower jars. If you're not using the domes, you can make shiny jars with it. Here's where I have trouble getting that little thing in. There was another brand that had this too, and I didn't like it. This is probably why I don't use it much, because Deb can't get the thing back in. Yep, I got it. Page. Bye, Kathleen. Talk to you again soon. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this way up here on top of the thing so I don't bump it, and we'll let it dry. So remind me about that. Let me put this one back in the case. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna flower arrange, which, by the way, that's not my forte either. And I didn't even think of, I think I thought of what sentiment to use, but I never made this card before. So we're gonna use Miles Apart, but Still in My Heart. When we get the flowers done, that's gonna go down here. And I didn't get that label on very good. I'm actually gonna trim that up a little bit. Oops. Okay. Just sit that there for a minute. Okay, so the question is, do I want to keep this with those brown things? I guess I will. I guess I will. I'm going to assemble this before we glue it onto the card. So I have to, I guess I'll bump my vase up. I kind of go in spells about watching what's going on with, you know, the situation in the country. Well, one of the situations. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. I'm good. Anyway, so I got to watching one about the 1918 thing, and this particular video said it lasted 3 years. I'm like, oh, please, no. Please, no, no, no. Oops, there it is. Anyway, I digress. I don't want to go there. Oh, I just found a star from Paper Pumpkin. I don't know where it was, but it's there now. I'm trying to get those covering up most of that hot mess. I think I want this one to go down here, and I'm going to need little dimensionals and big ones. I have them right here, and put my markers away. Do I? Wait, well, I just missed a comment. Judy, what did you ask? I'm sorry, it scrolled up just as I was finding it. Oh, Forever Fern is order wall. I'm not positive. I will check that after we're done here. I don't think it is yet, but Also, there are a couple things they're expecting to go on back order or not orderable based on how much us demonstrators have bought of it. There's about 6 or 7 things. Hang on a second. I don't think so, Lisa. I don't think so. I think it's gonna, I mean, this is a real virus. It's not just an election thing. But anyway, I don't know what's gonna happen. I just hope for it to be over. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. I want these two to be up here, so I'm actually going to glue them down. I'm just going to put a couple dots. I don't have my other fine tip glue open yet, so I'm trying to use Tombow, but just give me a, there we go. There we go. I don't really want to bump them up. I kind of want them to help blend those brown things out. That's why I fussy cut them. I actually shouldn't have, I shouldn't have glued the leaves down. Okay. All right, let's see what we have here. Figure out, maybe I better figure out the rest of the arrangement before I start putting stuff together. Do you think I think I'm going to leave it all yellow. I think I'm going to make it all yellow. We have one up there. Another little one here, maybe. And maybe actually I want one of these here. Like that. Put one of them up there. It's sticking to me. What is going on? And we have, actually, let's move that down. Put that here. I'm playing. Let me know when it looks good. Let me know if it looks good. I'm going to stick this guy up in here, maybe. Oops, not that far. Maybe right there. We have this little white guy. Maybe we'll stick that right. I don't like this one here. I think we'll put this in here. Like that. I don't know. This over here. Nope, we have one over there already. Decisions. I'll tell you what. This is why I'm not a flower arranger. And I guess we'll put that one there a bit closer. I don't like this. I'll have to snip the stem off if I'm going to keep that there. Part of it. What do you think? And then we can tuck a couple other leaves in here. 2 white down here, maybe. Okay, let's put one of these. Let's put this longish leaf down here. Yep. Like it's coming down out of the pot. One more. And I still have to glue them. I think right there. Right there. Okay, like all yellow, it's lovely. Looks good to you. Okay, thanks, Judy. I'll let you know. I usually check that once a week or so. I used to check it like every other day. I just can't anymore. Oh gosh, Judy, I'm sorry. Yes, well, it looks great, except now I have to take it all apart and glue it. I'm going to use my fine tip glue. glue it and put some on in dimensional. So I'm going to do the gluing ones first. Here's 2 of them. And this one has to be glued. And I think we'll glue this down too. And this one has to be glued. Contraband, yes, I know. You know where you can get it. I guess I should get an affiliate store because, you know. All right, I have to lift these big guys up and hope I can remember where to put them and put this leaf down. And this one. And then we'll glue this one down too. And this one we'll put a mini and partially glue it. Or we might just do a mini. Right there. Nope, 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 nope. I want that one to stick over the vase top a little bit. No, not all the way. There, like that. That's what I want. Okay. Okay. Now, let's put a dimensional on this guy. And hope I got this right. And one on this one too. And you can use minis, but I think the backs stick to me all the time. But I think on these bigger flowers, you really should use the regular size dimensionals. Trying to tuck him in there good. I don't know. I covered up that other flower too much there. No, he has to go up here. Am I missing one? I think I'm missing one. No, I guess not. Hang on. There, that'll be all right, right? Phew. No, the next 2 are actually much easier than this one. I was not on a roll today. That's my problem. I was kind of off today. And these 2 cards took longer than I should have let them. But I wanted to do that glossy vase thing. Now, I could bump this whole thing up, but because I have dimension on the flowers and stuff, I'm not going to. And we just have to do our sentiment, and then and the inside. I don't know that I even planned anything for the inside, but we'll see. Okay, so we're stamping miles apart, but still in my heart. I have a wire strip of paper here. Put my glue back. Put this over here. Put that glue back. Actually, I want to put the pin in the glue. Okay. I think I'll stamp in Misty Moonlight. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Judy. No, the next 2 are not even going to be with these 2 stamp sets. They're going to be with something different. And they're going to be a little bit on the masculine side. So we're going to go from flowers to sort of masculine. I'm going to kind of go over a little bit. I just touched down and I shouldn't have. Yeah, blurry. I have to wipe that off because I got ink on the end of my stamp, which means I'm going to have a blob again if I don't wipe it off. But what happened there is I actually sort of went down before I was ready to. And that is pathetic. Oh my gosh. I am really off tonight. Sorry, guys. That's going to have to do. Oh, thank you, Judy. Thank you, Philomena. All right. So now I have to decide if I want that on like a strip of yellow paper, perhaps. Perhaps. I need a piece of bumblebee. Oops. Will this fit across it? Ooh, look at that. Sometimes I get lucky. I'm going to go to 1 1/4. That was my scrap I was cutting flowers out of. And that looks like it'll just fit across there. Except the other end of it's crooked. Gee whiz. Just a smidge. There, we'll cut it to there. Okay. We don't leave that here because we need to cut this too. So well, I think this was 4, right? Not quite 4. This was 3 3/4, so I'll make this be 3 1/2. But I might take a little off each end to get it. Let me see. Nope, I'll just go for it. They're starting the phone again, but that was my brother. But it's not important. I do need to call him and see how he's doing now. I'm a little worried about him. So I think that will be pretty. And I will bump it up, but I'm going to glue it down first. Thank you, ladies. Our gent hasn't been joining us lately for some reason. Oh well. Why does that seem a little crooked? Anyway. Okay, dimensionals. If you have foam tape, and Stampin' Up! Does sell adhesive foam now. I'm just being too lazy to get it out and cut it. But that would be better for this because it's such a big piece. I'm just going to put 6 on, even though I probably would have preferred 8. But anyway. Clay, yeah. He hasn't been on the last few times. He emailed me today and told me he got his catalog. Maybe he thought I forgot him or something. I don't know. But I didn't. Just the mail these weird days. All right, I'm holding this up to see if it looks sort of straight. My vase looks a little crooked, but you know what? Oh well. I didn't do anything on the inside. What should we do on the inside? Maybe just put a yellow flower or 2 and a couple greenery stamped in the corner. I think maybe that's what we'll do. I think we'll stamp and punch a flower. Okay, Donna, I'll send you one. I'll send you the mini because I don't have any more annuals. I think the last one's going out to your bestie actually tomorrow. But the holiday ones I have plenty of, so I'll send you one. I will send you one. In the meantime, just look at my haul videos and you'll start to see what's coming. And on Fridays, I'm using stuff out of that in my Friday lives, if you can make those at all. Okay, now let's see, what leaf do I want to use? If I put that down here, I think I'm just going to use 2 little leaves. 2 little leaves. Yeah, that would be good. You're lucky you have crafty neighbors. I have crafty, you know what? I think I do have crafty neighbors, but I don't think it's this, I don't think they do paper crafting. Like one actually had a shop that they just sold that was open like 3 days a week. It was like a Victorian flower and gift shop kind of thing. She had really pretty stuff. So when my mom passed, she brought me over a hand arranged silk petite rose bouquet. It was beautiful. I'm just going to glue that down, and I'm not going to bother coloring in those leaves. I think they look fine the way they are. So I still have that bouquet because there we go. So that's it, and then the envelope is already decorated. It sort of coordinates with that dotty paper. That's card 2. Yay, we made it. So these were both using the basket of blooms, excuse me. And here's my little bag. I keep things that I didn't use, including the vase and the other vase. We'll check when we're done, like I said. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Positivity Rules. Did you just come in? I didn't see you earlier, so I apologize if I missed you. I agree. Positivity rules. Okay. Let me move these out of the way somewhere. Put this up here for a moment. Ooh. Well, like I said, we're going to change directions completely now. We were doing lots of flowers. Now we're going to do more masculine. Okay. I have 2 more cards. They're both sort of masculine. This one is kind of a weird one. Actually, from my upline, I had gotten a card. It was turned this way, and then it had this little flap of a thing, and it didn't open. So I did this so it doesn't open either, but it opens here. This is using the Comfort and Hope stamp set. Again, doesn't come with dies or anything, but it does have some sentiments in this one, and it's like textures and stuff. And we're going to be using this paper, but we're going to use a different colorway. And this is the In Good Taste. I think they call it Specialty Designer Series paper because there's so many different patterns, and there's like textiles and tiles and bricks, and you'll see on the next one what we're going to use. But I just wanted to have a little bit of a play with it. So let me get my stamps out here, which I already have on blocks mostly. Okay, so what I thought we'd do though is change the colorway, and I haven't decided yet. I pulled out Smoky Slate because this brick is more slate than this one's brown. This is on Early Espresso. And this is a little bit smaller than this one, but I wanted this one changed. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and then folded in half at 2 1/2 to go on here. And then this is, I think, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And the Smoky Slate that I have out right now is a full A2 card, and it's 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. But if I do that, then it's sort of redundant with having something on the inside here, but it does give you more room to write. So I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to do it as a regular card. So the first thing we have to do is glue this down. No, it isn't. I almost did it again. The first thing we have to do is put ribbon on. Now on this one, this is Early Espresso, and this is the faux suede trim, which I love. We're going to use that on the next card, so don't worry, you'll get to see more of it. And I ran it under, and I stamped Comfort and Hope. Well, I stamped all the textures, Comfort and Hope, know that I love and care about you. So that's nice for, like, I could send that to my brother, you know, kind of thing. And he'd probably be trying to figure out why it doesn't open, but it opens like that. And there's just a little bit of room to sign it or write in, or you could actually write up here so that this, and just sign here so it doesn't show all the time, I guess. I don't know. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm glad you did too. Oh, good. So we kind of want that right in the middle. This is out of the Flowers for Every Season ribbon combo pack that comes with the Just Jade gingham, the Misty Moonlight silver and white twine, and this very smooth, I don't know how to explain this, open weave, but tight open weave type ribbon trim. Thanks, Philomena. Okay, so they just fell on the floor. And I'm actually going to do something else. This is no longer available. I'm just trying to use it up. It's my last bit of snail. But I'm just using it to tack ribbon down. So don't tell on me. All right. And we're just going to put it underneath the... Is that about in the center? That's about in the center. It's down a little bit. Let me put it up just a little bit higher. And I'm going to bring my mat in to lay it on. Just occurred to me, I might want to put a piece of smoky slate or something behind the white card that we're going to put on top of here, because the white against the white ribbon is not going to show good. Let's see. Yeah, you can't see the white ribbon then, but that's all right. It's okay. It'll be hidden. I could color that white ribbon, but I'm not going to bother. All right, now we can glue this down onto here. It is pretty ribbon. It's very useful. I still have that on crooked. And the bricks told me I had it on crooked. They said, Deb, get it on straight. Okay. Put some under and over the ribbon. It's very sheer, so it should lay flat and not be noticeable. The other side of this piece of paper is a solid gray. So, well, it's not really solid. It has like like it's been mottled or something. Mottled. I don't know if that's a word. There's something on my fingernails again. Okay, now we have to stamp. Stamp. So let's see, what did I do on that? Comfort and Hope. We're going to do the same texture. I think I might have put that texture away. I did. Let me get it back out. Maybe. Maybe. Take this cinnamon off of here. Put this on here. Okay. I'm going to open this up and lay it flat. And we're going to stamp in Smoky Slate. What project are you working on, Positivity? think that's all we're going to do for that. And then I had to free up another block because we have little dot things to do. Oh, I have them out already. And we'll do them in the same. No, we'll do them in, yeah, we'll do them in the same. And let's see, I put them sort of in the corner going up like this. And like this. Put that one down further because I forgot I had to put a sentiment in there. I'm going to use basic gray for the sentiment because it's a little darker. Now we're in 30 minutes. Okay. And this just says comfort and hope. And I'm going to move it over a little bit since I put those dots. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We'll leave the dark gray out and stamp the inside now with, what did I put? Know that I care about you. Did I leave that out? I think I put that sentiment away. Yep. Hang on, I had to steal a block from somebody here. Actually, let me take the texture off. I'm having trouble getting them off. There we go. Okay. Know that I love and care about you. You wouldn't have to put anything on the inside, but I'm going to go up a little bit to leave a little more room for writing. Not perfectly straight, but oh, what are you going to do? And because it's going to be used for writing, I'm not going to bump it up on dimensionals. I'm just going to glue it down. But I'm going to first take my bone folder and go like this. And just glue the back down. Oops, I almost put my glue in with my pens and stuff. That would not be good. See, we center it over the ribbon. The ribbon's there for a reason. Try to center it over the ribbon. And that is that part, except that I took the Wink of Stella and just did these little dots to make them look more gemmy or something. And then on the inside, I don't know, I need a piece of paper. Okay, I have some cut. I spent a little time pre-cutting when I was having a block. I think maybe we'll just put a little texture on it. Maybe going down, I think going across the top actually. I need that block back from the sentiment. So I'm robbing the blocks. Actually, some of the things I ordered was one more each of 3 different size blocks because when I prepare for these things, I'm constantly running out. And we're going to use Smoky Slate again for this. Thank you, ladies, for the thumbs ups. All right. So, oops. I need scrappy paper. I'm going to go off the top edge. I think, probably. Yep. Okay. That's all I'm going to do inside on this one. And then we'll glue it down. Comfort and hope. So this is a pretty easy card for beginner stampers. And it's even easier, and you can extend your cardstock if you don't do the inside. And just cut it at a 5.5 inch by 4 1/4 single piece, like this one. So there we have one that opens here and opens, and here we have one that is the card. Now I would probably actually put a piece of, in fact, let's just do that. Put a piece of Whisper White on the back, because, but I'm going to make it a little bit smaller piece. Not small, but 5 by, yeah, 3 3/4. And that way, if somebody wants to write a longer message, they can flip it over and do that. Oh, well, good thing I'm gluing this down. Sheesh. Okay, so that's that. Now we have one more card. Anybody still here? 9 people are. Which way do you like it better? Just the single one with the little flap, or this, or not liking this card? We have a flower loving group tonight. Anyway, that's card 4. Okay, getting ready to come out with card 5 as soon as I put the ribbon away here. Card 4, I mean. That was card, well, technically this is card 5. That was card 3 and 4. Okay. I think you'll like the next one a little bit better. Maybe. I don't know. Because it has blue in it. This is the next card. Right side up even. Thanks, Brandy. Okay, so we're going to use the DSP again. We have Misty Moonlight as a card base. We have Early Espresso. I love this piece of paper. It's like denim, but it's like navy and Misty Moonlight and Early Espresso through it. I am using the faux suede ribbon, and I am using, with that, with the ribbon, these little antique corners and slide elements. So we're not going to use the corners tonight, but we're going to use the little belt buckle. But it also comes with these little corners, so you can use it for journaling and stuff, or whatever you want. You can make a antique-y looking card. And there's plenty of them. There are, come out upside down, 30 pieces in here. So more corners than there are buckles, but there's plenty of buckles too. Actually, it looks about even. I don't know. So they're pretty cool. Yeah, I know, Paige, right? All right, so I've already cut, and then on the inside, I think I just put another piece of Early Espresso, dot or something, a little strip of the paper on top this, and it says, sometimes there are no words, ... sending you a paper hug. And I thought that was cute. So let me glue these together, and then we'll put the ribbon on. I'm going to move the card base out of the way so I'm not tempted to. This is the other side of that paper. I think I used that on a different card before. So card base again is a regular standard A2, so it's 5.5 by 4 1/4, and it opens like a regular. Well, actually, I turned it horizontally, so it opens that way. And then the mats are 5 1/4 by 4, and this one is 5 by 3 3/4. Okay. Now, I have also already cut the squares, but I haven't stamped them yet. And I have the little circle. I cut a backing circle because I did a little, I don't know if you can even see it. There's a little scallop edge in Misty Moonlight around that. And then I have this die out of the layering circles. I don't know. It's the third one in on those. I don't know how to explain it to you. I don't number mine or anything. So you just have to kind of wing it. And where'd that scrap go? So I need to stamp that first. Okay, getting crowded. Getting crowded. So let's do the stamping first, actually. And then we can assemble the front. But do not let me forget to put the ribbon on here before I put that stuff on. Okay. All right, let me get my scrap paper up here. And do I have that out? I do not. I have the circle out, but I have to take this gauzy looking thing off to put this on. Now, I don't know if you can notice this, but, and I did this the opposite direction, but in this paper, the pattern sort of has these zigzags going this way up and down, and I meant for this to go the same direction, but I accidentally glued it down the wrong way. So this time we're gonna, I don't think anybody noticed that but me, maybe, I don't know, but I noticed it, so I'm gonna try and do it the right way this time. Alrighty, I'm gonna stamp that off once a minute because it looks like I had too much ink. Hang on. I'm going to get a different sheet because I don't want to get that all over me now. Yes, I have a whole pile of scraps below me from something I printed that I either didn't need to use anymore or didn't like it, or I don't know. Let's see if we can put this in here. And then we'll come up and do some here, over a little bit maybe. Doesn't need to meet in the middle, doesn't need to cover the whole thing. In fact, it's probably better it doesn't. You could distress it if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. Now let's stamp our circle while we're here. Okay, so first what we have to do is actually stamp the circle, which I'm going to do in Early Espresso. I'm losing people. No. Now the circle that I picked out doesn't exactly cut this out. You lose a string or two, but it's pretty close. If it was much bigger, it would have been too big. I could just fussy cut it, but I'm not going to because I want to be able to put the backing on it. See, I'm losing that big piece of string, or I could go over that way, but I chose to kind of keep it like a messy circle in there. But before I do that, I want to stamp Sometimes There Are No Words in Misty Moonlight. And I'm going to try and get it. Maybe, do I want it this way? No. All right. And that's it for that. I need to move things out of the way. Move this out of the way. Put my die away. Put my ink away. Okay. And put this down in my drawer. Oh gosh, avalanche. Hang on, guys. Have to pick something up or my chair's going to run over it. And no, it's not the cat. Not the cat. Okay. All right. Now I need to die cut it. Oh, that was smart. I just put the die away. Here it is. Okay, I'll be right back. Just have to turn around and cut. Cut, cut, cut. Running into that stamp set too. There we go. There we have it. Okay, now let's glue them together. Glue this together, and then we'll put the ribbon on. I must have used a smaller circle. That's okay, I kind of like that better. I think I used a bigger one the first time because it went all the way out to the edges of this. Oh well. Less thread and more blue, which is okay by me. Now we will bump the circle thing up on dimensionals, but the square we will not. And this is a 2.7, the white is 2.75 inch square. The blue is 3-inch square. And I don't know the circle dimension, sorry. Okay, so let's bring this in, figure out our placement before we, so what I did, yeah, I got them going the right way. And this is gonna be bumped up on dimensionals up there. So we want that to be above the belt, not below the belt. Thank you, Philomena. So let's get our little buckle and slide it onto our faux suede. I think this is the top. And this is the top. That you can sort of, well, you can do it either way, but on the top of this one, it has like a double frame look to it almost. On the bottom, well, I'm calling the bottom, it does have a design to it. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. Huh. No, you can't see it, but it's got little ridges in it all over. It's like an all over design. I'm choosing to use the other side. Boy, my fingers look dirty, and I scrubbed my hands before I came on here. So that is going to go about here. About here. What I'm going to do actually is get a pencil and just mark where I want it on one side so I can put the adhesive right on the other side of that. So I never seem to get it quite where I want it. And then hopefully right across from there. Okay. Bring my sticky mat in. And my scissors. I like this card. This is probably my favorite tonight, actually. I don't know. I like the flowers too. That looks cool, right? I think that looks cool. I like the faux suede ribbon, and I like those little belt buckles too. I don't know if I'll use the corners that much. We'll see. All right, so now we're putting this on this way. And then this is going to go sort of up where that is bumped up. Yep, that's what we're doing. Thank you. Hi, Marla. Marla, right? Yep. This is the last card for tonight. We did flowers for the first two, and then we kind of went with textures and a little more masculine for these two. I'll show them all at the end. So this stamp set I'm using is called Comfort and Hope. Comfort and Hope. It does not come with dies or anything. And Lori left, but she was asking about that. So, whether all stamp sets were bundled. I said, nope, they are not. Okay, and that is going to go up here. Sometimes there are no words, ... Okay, so now we can put that on our card base. So this is lots of layers, but it's not hard layers. Oops, there. Thank you, Positivity. Yeah, exactly. So was the other one. I thought this would be great for a guy. Now, on the inside, we are going to stamp something. Sending you a paper hug. And that has a period at the end of it. So this has a ... I don't know. Maybe that's not too good for a guy as far as a sentiment, but I think it could work for anybody. So I'm actually going to, well, no, I won't. I was going to say I'll glue that down first, but I won't in case I get this crooked. And I stamped that, I think, in Early Espresso. Nope. Misty Moonlight. Are you working on cards, Positivity, or something else? I did off-center that a little bit intentionally, and I actually got it pretty straight. Yay! Woohoo! I off-centered it intentionally because now we're going to put a strip of the texture paper over here, which is not textured, it just looks textured, just in case you're wondering. It's like photographs of different textures. And I love it, but it needs the right cards for it. I got that up a little bit, so let me just snip that tiny little bit off there. There. Okay, and then we're going to put that onto, so this is 5 by 3 3/4. The Early Espresso is 5 1/4 by 4. And that'll go inside the 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 card on the inside. This is the card of many layers. But easy. Easy card. Judy had asked whether all my cards were going to be so involved as my first two. I'm like, no, no. They're easier. Okay. Get my snips put away. Push my stamps back, and I'll bring all the cards out. Maybe. So that was that one. Here are these two. This one doesn't open. This one opens, well, it opens here. This one opens here, but also inside vertically. So those are the two more masculine ones. And then this is the first card we made using the Basket of Blooms and Lovely You stamp sets. And this is the second card we made. Now, before I forget, let's see how dry. No, it's still tacky. I just ruined it. I'll have to add more glue. So that was about, what, maybe not quite an hour. So I'm going to say let them sit for about 2 hours before you stick your finger in it like I did. Oh, good. That's good. I'm glad to help. Now, see, I don't make junk journals. I haven't yet anyway. Brandy does. Left-handed crafter does. You like the circle better, the new one, Philomena? Oh, thank you, Paige. Okay, guys. So, you know, if you're interested in any of these products, they are available now. So we used the Basket Full of Blooms with the small bloom punch. the Lovely You, which comes as a bundle with the Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch, and the Comfort, oh goodness, Comfort and Hope stamp set. Those are the three we use tonight. So if you are interested in any of them between now and July 31st, and if you're in the USA, I'd love to be your demonstrator if you don't already have one. Here's the host code for July, AQRUKUJG. It might only be good through July 30th. I'll see. I might try and hold it open through half a day on the 31st. So yeah, if you're interested in any of that, please, I'd love to have you as a customer and send you a thank you card at the end of the month, or more depending on the value of your orders. All right, guys, I am going to let you go so I can turn this air conditioner off that's not really cooling me, and go down where it's probably like a freezer. And I will see you apparently Friday. Apparently I have a lot going on Friday, because Friday's the 31st, which is at 4 o'clock is my live with the mini catalog, and Friday is also the Great American Stash Bash, and it's also the new project, same paper, where Paige and I try to use up 12 by 12 paper pads. So that all is happening on Friday. So you probably, you might see me once before that for a haul, maybe tomorrow. But other than that, no. I'm going to need the time to craft. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Have a great evening and a great rest of your week. Stay safe out there. And thank you for joining me. Bye.